Hello everyone. In this video, we will be briefly going over the material covered in Unit 5. In this unit, we are focusing on change in organizations and how it is connected to career work. This unit has three learning outcomes. Firstly, we cover the basic theoretical underpinnings of change management. We then move on to the change cycle itself. What is a needs assessment analysis, and how do we create, execute, evaluate, and sustain a change plan? Lastly, we focus on how career work can be reflected in this change cycle and discuss the importance of context awareness, self reflection, and cultural sensitivity. Learning Session 1: Change Management and Organizational Development. What is change management? Although many definitions exist, we define it as the leadership and direction of the process of organizational transformation, especially with regard to human aspects and overcoming resistance to change. Out of the many theories on change management, in this unit we cover some of the classics, like Lewin and Cotter's models of change. We also touch upon contemporary approaches to change, like Sunstein and Thaler's nudge theory. Most importantly, we underline the importance of critically evaluating existing bodies of knowledge when conducting change work. Learning Session 2: The Organizational Change Cycle. What is the change cycle? It consists of these steps: needs assessment, implementation, evaluation, and sustainment. Although there is an end goal, we always keep in mind the cyclical nature of change. Each step is analyzed in the second learning session. Are there success factors regarding change implementation? Research and data from multinational companies underline that exhibiting ownership and commitment, properly prioritizing our initiatives and actions, and correctly allocating our resources and human capital capabilities are some of the most important elements for successful change. But how do we know whether change is working? Depending on what our prevailing paradigm is, or the way that the organization's culture works, the monitoring and evaluation of change will give us different answers. There are a lot of elements to look out for. For example, people and systems notice only what they consider to be important. Having a set methodology may sometimes get in the way of the context, or what people notice tends to change over time. Learning Session 3: Implementing Career Guidance Counseling Practices Within Organizations. It is important to understand that career work is a fundamental value for organizations. As we cover in this session, whether in its startup, establishment, or advancement phase, any organization requires the help of career professionals. With each phase requiring unique characteristics from its employees, it is the role and function of the career practitioner in helping to identify them and develop the workforce. Regardless of one's theoretical or practical knowledge, every aspiring change agent should practice the following. First, we must always be aware of the contextual cues, develop our peripheral vision, as we may say. Secondly, we must invest on self reflection, whether that means recognizing our own biases or our place in the power hierarchy. This element is crucial for change success. Lastly, we must exhibit and be able to exhibit cultural sensitivity. In Unit 5, we go into more detail about the culture infused career counseling model and the ways with which we can improve cross cultural communication. These and many, many more are covered in Unit 5. If we could summarize all aforementioned points in one take home message, it would be this: change is the essence of human resources management and career counseling work. Being attuned to change and its multifaceted nature is, if not the most, one of the most essential skills that future professionals should develop. Whether one talks about organizational goals, individual needs, social phenomena, or cultural diversity, change is everywhere, driving things into motion. We really hope this short introduction provided you with an overview of the concepts that we are covering in Unit 5. Thank you for your attention.